Hey, what's up, YouTube? How's it going? Yep. Hey, YouTube. I give you guys couple more minutes to come on in. Mm. You guys want to see an interracial couple? Mhm. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Hey, Melissa. Thanks for showing up. And I see a couple more people have tuned on in. All right. But yeah, I haven't did a live stream in a minute. So I thought I'd come through and do a live stream for a minute or two. Hopefully we can get a couple more people to tune on in. You're so glad that I'm alive or that I'm live streaming? Live streaming. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't remember any death rumors coming out about me. But yeah, I want to do a live stream to kind of do, touch bases with folks and also, speak on a couple of things or a few things that have been happening for a while. It's like some current event type stuff, hot topics type stuff. And as well to welcome some new subscribers. Like recently, I've had like an influx of subscribers, new subscribers. So it's like, a combination of things. I guess I can give it 1 or 2 more minutes for folks to come on in. So have you guys heard about the Jesse Williams colorism thing? Like he did an interview with Sway in the Morning, and he spoke on colorism. Yeah, Jesse Williams spoke on colorism. And basically, he was saying that, it's not a big deal and telling the light skinned women and the biracial women that, to calm down and whatnot. But black women are still mad at Jesse Williams and canceled Jesse Williams because he cheated on his wife, his biracial mixed wife, or at least it's rumored. And that's the rumor. I don't know if the rumor was ever confirmed though. But that's the rumor, and black women wasn't feeling that. My advice to Jesse Williams would be to tread lightly. Michelle Antoinette came over from our channel via Chrissy. Our channel. Please create new playlist. I'm not sure if I understand that. Melissa Connell. I believe his ex-wife was the come-up queen and got with a Becky. Apparently he's with a newscaster woman. Michelle Antoinette. I did not get an announcement that you were doing a live chat. Can you please recommend other channels and people you listen and watch? I could recommend some, but I wouldn't feel comfortable recommending some at this moment. Any channels to listen to at this moment. And as far as like the announcement, like I don't think I've ever actually announced when I was doing a live stream. Usually my live streams are pretty much spur of the moment. I've been thinking about scheduling live streams, but the thing is, I just feel like sometimes I don't want to say I'm going to do something, then not go through with it. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to live stream at 7 p.m. and then not live stream at 7 p.m. Princess Leia. What do you feel about the biracial reality TV star who said she doesn't date black men? Now black men are to quote unquote cancel her. Well, so are preferences cool or nah? That's what I want to know. And that's from everybody in the community. I want to just get that answer. Are preferences cool to have or not? Because a lot of times people be saying preferences, but then when you ain't the preference, then it's a problem. When I first heard about that story, I actually thought it was Amber Rose, like from like Kanye West, Wiz Khalifa, Amber Rose, and I was like, someone's committing career suicide. Cameron Caldwell. That's her prerogative. Yeah. But I do think there's a sense of entitlement, I guess, that's, black men, and if we want to turn this and talk about the colorism aspect, the brown skin and dark skinned black men have a feeling of entitlement when it comes to the biracial and light skinned females for some reason. Like, where does that come from? Princess Leia. Black men were in their feelings, like literally dragging this girl. Black men get so butthurt when their preference doesn't prefer them. Well, these black men, they fragile. They fragile. They're so used to being uplifted for being chocolate beauties and chocolate goddesses that when someone's not doing that and not uplifting them, then it becomes an issue, right? But it's okay for them to have preferences and to not uplift folks and to perpetuate fuckery. It's okay for them to do it. Melissa Cano, chocolate beauties. Cameron, some black men have really big egos, and those egos can't take rejection. Quite childish. Childish. It's karma. Yeah, yeah. Someone already said we're gonna be having beauty pageants for these chocolate beauties pretty soon. Black women gonna be putting together black male beauty pageants for brown skin and dark skinned black men. There's gonna be like a swimsuit competition part, a talent portion, and then maybe like a freestyle rap that they do, and then they'll tackle a controversial hot topic question. And then there'll be a panel of black women judging them for beauty, poise, grace. Princess Leia. Black men are literally losing their narcissistic supply from black women and can't deal with it. They should have been lost that supply. But you know how black women are, addicted to the struggle. Cameron, that would be hilarious. Then those pageant contestants will go to the after party with a white girl. Yeah, especially the winner. The winner of it, definitely. They probably are going to be partying with like white women, racially ambiguous women, Latinas, anybody but a unracially ambiguous monoracial black woman. And then black women going to be mad and writing articles and think pieces about it the next day. I tell you, a lot of these black women are in love with the struggle. Let's see. Michelle, have you ever thought about doing a collaboration? If so, with who? As far as like a YouTube collaboration, I thought about perhaps doing one with a buddy of mine. And it was kind of sort of um, going to happen, but then something happened. So, until further notice with that. But I never announced it, so it's not like anybody was waiting for it. So you guys had some great weeks. Or rather, have you guys had a good week? Cameron Caldwell, what city do you live in? Well, what city do you live in, Cameron? Oh yeah, did you guys see the Calvin Klein ad that they ran recently? They had some dark-skinned female representation up in there. Cameron, I live in Los Angeles by way of Mississippi, LOL. Okay. I live in Georgia, in Metro Atlanta. Latifa, hi. Hey, welcome to the chat, Latifa. But did you guys see the Calvin Klein ad? And if so, if you did see the Calvin Klein ad, what did you think of it?
All of y'all. You count everybody.
Melissa Connell. No. Latifa, was that the ad with the fat girl? Okay. Chica, yeah, the dark skin, uh, plus size, heavy set young lady. Yes. Yeah. Yep. It is about her. We have some dark skinned female representation there. Let's see. Princess Leia, what's your take on black men now dragging actress Sophie Turner Smith for dating white actor Josh Jackson? I haven't heard of that. I don't know who Sophie Turner Smith is, and I don't know who Joshua Jackson is. I haven't heard of that one. Cameron, which one? I saw one with the fat rapper. Latifa, I think they were just trying to make dark skinned girls look bad as usual. Hmm. Let's see. Winnie rocks. Finally. Cameron, I hated that ad. She wasn't the only one out of shape and unattractive. I don't know what the purpose of the ad was. I think they were trying to go for something a bit, I guess, maybe edgy or out of the box, quote unquote, different. Okay. She was the only one out of shape and unattractive. Okay. Princess Leia. They are going in on her social media. Joshua Jackson, played Pacey on Dawson's Creek. He was also married to actress Diane Kruger. Okay, that's a flashback to the 90s right there. Okay, okay, I know who he is then. Who's the female? Is she like black? Black? Kind of black? Princess. Very chocolatey and freaking gorgeous, like model gorgeous. Y'all favorite word, chocolate. And they mad because, you know, the good looking chocolate, quote unquote, um, beauty female is dating not them. Latifah, did you hear about the biracial reality star Amber Rose Gill, who said she didn't like black guys? Now they're calling her racist. That's somebody's kid. I don't know what the hell's up with that. I'm just glad it's not my kid. Or I'm not with them. But they getting the hell on. But back to Latifah, yeah, I did hear about that. Yeah, we had talked about that a little bit before you came in, actually. But yeah, you know, for me, my question is just, are preferences okay or not? Because these same dudes complaining about Amber's preferences would be the main ones talking about they got a preference too. Jody Turner Smith. Cakey. That's a new person. Y'all heard about the news? So y'all heard the news about Malaya Davis? Mm-mm. Cameron Caldwell. Jody Turner Smith is chocolate. So she's made of chocolate. So if I were to bite her, then I would be biting into chocolate. Uh, Tamarin Creates, I think that's the name. They were really hurt when she said that, lol. Yep. But don't worry, black women come to the rescue. They'll coddle them and mammy them and talk about how beautiful they are. Cameron, lol, she's dark skinned and beautiful. Okay, you said it. She's dark skinned and beautiful. That's interesting. J. Antoinette, I feel preferences are fine, but when you talk about your own preferences, talk about your preferences. You don't need to put down who you hate for who you want. Rain Jadis. Where are you at? Uh, Let me get away from this wasp right quick. I'm in the park. Let me see. I can show you a view of something right quick. Right there. You can kind of see it a bit more. And it's like a hotel that's in the park as well. That's somebody's kid. Alright.
It is. But that's only what's left. Those gotta be. No, I'm saying we might have to walk anyway.
Let's see. Tamarin creates. I prefer to date muscular or skinny men. Doesn't mean I hate fat brothers. The difference is fat brothers can lose the weight. I cannot change my skin tone, or skin color, rather. Preference is tricky. Well, you can change your skin tone with like makeup. That's one way. And skin lighteners, skin bleaching, skin creams. That's another way. I mean, I don't think you should, but you know, it is possible though. Just like the Short brothers, I think technically it is possible for them to change their height, but I think like that is like a big extreme to do. But then again, changing your skin color is a big extreme to do too. Let's see. Winnie rocks. They even tried to equate her preference as wanting them dead. What the fuck? Dramatic much? Ha ha ha. Laughing emoji. Cakey cakey. Indian women say black men seek non-black women for the attention of non-black men. It makes them feel a full man. Read The Soul on Fire by Eldridge Cleaver. Well, you know, should those men even be getting attention from black women? I don't really think those guys should be even like black women should be paying those guys any attention or any mind. And besides, you can kind of tell when people are doing stuff because, they really want to do it versus doing something to sort of get a reaction. A lot of people want the reaction. Winnie rocks. I think there's some truth to that, Keiki. Keiki. There was an old video of black men throwing water at Spanish woman for not seeing black men as preference. I think I saw that video. Go watch Kim 123. When he rocks. I saw that. He was salty as fuck. Laughing emoji. Crying laughing emoji. Yeah, I don't. That's. I'm like, I thought preferences were all fine and good. So yeah, I don't know what black people really want as far as like dating and relationships are concerned. Do they want people to stick within their skin tone, to date outside of their skin tone, if that's fine, if interracial dating is good or nah? It's like, where are the rules? Where are the standards? It seems like the rules and standards change from person to person. JC. No rules in colorism. No rules at all. I'm sure there's some rules. Yeah, colorism's kind of dumb. So have you guys heard this theory about colorist black men? Okay, let me explain it. Someone has said this theory to me a little while ago. And I was like, well, maybe, well, what about this? But then I'm like, well, maybe the theory might have some truth to it. So here it goes. This person has said that colorist black men are secretly homosexual. And then if you think about a lot of these black men who have engaged in colorism or, said colorist things, a lot of them have had gay rumors about them. Do you think there's any truth in that? Or is the person just reaching? Tamarin creates. Never heard of that. Melissa Cano. I don't know. Like, for example, like Lil Wayne, he had a rumor about him. I think there was like a photo of him kissing or tongue kissing Baby, right? Who else? Let's see. Colorist. Neo, people have said has some rumors about him. I believe there was a rumor floating around about Gilbert Arenas. Keiki, colorism improvement within one race to the same, but black people use colorism weapon upon themselves. You know, black people are very self-sabotaging at times. Melissa Connell. Oh, okay, now I believe that theory now. If you kind of go down the list, you might be able to think of some things. But no matter, black women will still be there. black women, black women, you know, secretly love the colorism struggle. Keiki, whiteness for feminine to stay submissive and weak. Colorist black men don't see gender, but only color of skin. So yes. They probably want to play the game on white men like they do on dark women. JC, as a light-skinned black man, sometimes you do have to watch yourself with a lot of dark-skinned dudes, especially dudes that bring skin tone up 24/7. Hmm. Could you elaborate a little more, JC? Winnie rocks. Some of them definitely are. Cry Reese too. You know how they get down when they go to Dubai, don't you? Y'all know what goes on when those celebrities be going to Dubai. Keiki. The birth of colorism started by old age Greece by name Aristotle. The idea comes from meteorology. A black cloud is bad and white cloud is good. Let's see. Can you guys hear me? Am I still live? I think I'm dropped connection for a second. Casey, don't shake your head, Mr. Brown. You know those men would love to practice their pimp game on white men and live off of white men's earnings. That's what they do to dark women. But I'm not sure how that would go, though. Depends when they head to Dubai. Ugh. And those actors too. Melissa, Cano, true. Keiki Keiki. They kind of live off of white man's earnings. Cynthia G quote, black men are the feminine men in the male population. Yeah, I suppose if you think about it, it does, like, in terms of earnings and things like that, perhaps. Don't they all partake in raping, kidnapping, and trafficking women in Dubai? I never heard of that. I'm not saying it's not true, but that happens in the United States too, though. Human trafficking is an issue in the United States as well. Winnie Cloud, well, Rennie, Winnie, Winnie rocks, loud and clear. Tamarind creates, that happens all over, but all the nastiest that goes on there is true, is I can see that. So how do you guys feel about Aisha Curry? Is Aisha Curry your sister? Or is she just, you know, something else? Like, nah, I don't claim Aisha. An embarrassing distant relation from another country. Melissa Connell. Miss Curry is biracial, not black. Well, what's the definition of black? And what's the definition of biracial? Because I feel like uh, a lot of people have their own definitions of black and biracial. And sometimes some people don't even think that biracial is a real thing. Tamron. She is a mixed woman that is blaming black women for not accepting her when she wasn't rejected in the first place. Hmm. But multiracial is still a relative if mixed with black. Hmm. That's something to think about. Should we consider it to be something totally different? Should we acknowledge that does have proximity to blackness? Keiki keiki. Taki taki. Taki taki. Rumba. Curry is worried about Curry. Why black people worship celebrities? Well, not just black people worship celebrities. Cameron, a distant relative, like a distant cousin that visits on holidays. Sleepy CCS. Welcome to chat, Sleepy. She is one of these mixed people that is black only because Asians and Polish people will not accept her. Has she complained about Asians and Polish people not accepting her? I haven't heard her file any complaints about that, Sleepy, but I have heard. Maybe she doesn't file those complaints because she doesn't claim those communities, and she's not married to an Asian man or a Polish man. Winnie rocks. Toupee tears. I think that's it. Taupe. Multiracial, but only bothered about not being accepted by black folks. Irritating. Cameron, these people are black when convenient. Mixed is related, but it's not the same, not equal to, and never will be, nor has it ever been in my eyes. It's insulting to their non black said, and my sanity, it's like gaslighting. Winnie, rocks. Two non mixed ADOS parents equal black. Well, I don't think they have to be ADOS to be black. You can have two Native African parents and be black. Like, sub-Saharan Native African. Keiki. Black comes in three categories. Dark-skinned man in both good and bad. Light-skinned women in good. Dark-skinned women in bad. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Sorry. Said should have been said. Should have been side. I don't know. I don't know what you guys be typing. I'll just be coming up with anything. Sleepy. Well, well-kept exoticals need to file their complaints with. I'm not sure who they're supposed to file them with. Message canceled. Are you surprised Aisha Curry wasn't on the Light Girls documentary? Let's see. Well-kept exoticals need to file their complaints with some other groups. I think black men need to decide who's a black woman to them. Winnie rocks. I thought you were talking about Americans. Not really. Black is used by Western people. Africans only identify as black when out of Africa, and they are still Africans in the North. The term sub-Saharan African or Africa gives an okay to land grabbing. Hi, Sleepy CC. Would you make more videos and post? I suspect Miss Curry will end up on some silly mixed girls rock, sad, pitiful imitation. Scarlet Rider. Hey, y'all. Hey, Scarlet. I think I haven't seen you here before. You might be new, so welcome if you are. Thanks for coming up. All right, thanks for showing up. Gotta go. See you guys later. Have a good one. Tamron creates. Okay. What else has happened recently that we can speak about? Hi, Steven. I've been in the chat before. Okay. It's like it seemed familiar, but I'm not sure. I don't typically see you commenting on videos. But I usually am able to remember people who are coming through. Let's see. Cakey. Black and white is actually more of temporary United States racial movement like white/black list than race of people. Reason because some black and white people hard time finding their ancestors' background. So, do you think if black male celebrities have a large black female fan base, then they're obligated to date, marry, and procreate with women who are reflective of their black female fan bases? Melissa Connell says, yes, they should. Like, they are obligated to do that. Cakey. I'm new to your chat, but watching you, I got here due to Chrissy. Okay. Scarlet Rider. They're not obligated, but they should be. And those of you who are saying they should be are either, yes, they are obligated. What is the reason behind that? Because you guys said that, preferences are cool, though, right? Let's see. Have a good one, Wendy Rocks. Wendy Rocks. Sleepy, they are not obligated to, and black women are not obligated to support their work. That's true. Black women are not obligated. But to be fair, I don't really see them making that argument like, oh, except for maybe Tay Diggs. I heard him make that argument, kind of. But usually I don't hear these dudes making that audience. Not making that argument. Sorry. Scarlett, in large, let's see, by and large, most athletes and celeb males date white are bright, like bright, damn near white women. I think sometimes these dudes who do that, they do, if you go back into their dating history, they have probably dated brown or dark skinned women, but it may have been before the come up. Sometimes when black men come up, they are surrounded by a new group of women and they have access now to a new group of women. Melissa Cano, black male celebrities can come home to a non-black woman and still have black female fans. CK, no. The black female fans need to vet whom they are a fan of before going all goo goo gaga. Sit back and watch them enjoy the work, but don't venerate a Tyrese. Aoki, I think that's how you say it. It's always before the come up, Aoki says. So you don't think like, oh, once the black man has came up, he's like, oh, let me go get me a brown skinned, dark skinned black woman. It's more like, oh, let me, try something else. Cakey. Black men hide their real love interest due to bring money into pocket. Black men only want white female fan base. It is less money. Well, didn't what's his name do that? Kendrick Lamar, he sort of did that, right? He was talking about in his records, blacker the berries, sweeter the juice, chocolate this, chocolate that. And all along was playing your asses too, right? Talking all this about, melanation shit and chocolate shit and black love this and black love that type shit. And then, he's with someone who isn't reflective of those lyrics. But of course, folks will defend, his fiance or wife's black and stuff. Winnie rocks. When white men in Hollywood marry outside their race, white women quietly withdraw their support. We should do the same. Yeah, black women do tend to be vocal about a lot of this stuff. And I guess, I don't know. A lot of times I think black women feel the need to say anything. That's the thing. Always feeling the need to speak. Especially when it's like, well, you shouldn't really be speaking on this type of a thing right now. Because sometimes it's better just to not speak at all on some of this shit. Aoki. By what I've seen, black men always do that, even when they're not celebrities, actually. Well, I guess that's their preference. I don't know. But, black women still like it. They support them. Let's see. It's simple. The black men celebrities need to keep black women out of their mouths when they're with their non-black woman. Well, they do that, CK, because they know that black females will support them. Non-black women will probably not be so quick to support them. Usually, when they get a large non-black female following, it's usually after, you know, they become a crossover hit. That's why, you know, notice that the entertainers, like the singers, the rappers, actors, they oftentimes feel the need to pander to black women to get them to like them and to, you know, placate to them and to pay them lip service. Notice that. But notice when it comes to the black male athletes, they don't feel the need to do that because the thing is, black male athletes are not supported by and large by black women. But actors, singers, rappers, they're supported more by black women. So that's why you'll see them more likely to speak out. Scarlett, Phil from the Advice Show did it too. True. True. Yep, sure did. I did a video about that too. People knew that Phil from the Advice Show had a non-black wife, but apparently this was news to people. Keiki, Brazilian woman blog. Black woman is labor slash breed. Mixed women is sex slash eye candy. White woman is marriage. Scarlet Rider. I also found an old video of Phil, the Advice Show hosting. Steve the Dean, look him up. Never heard of Steve the Dean. Have you guys seen the video about Tia Mowry from Sister Sister talking about her experience being mixed slash biracial? She just released it probably less than 24 hours ago. Aoki, still don't understand why black people still worship black celebrities though. Well, who else they gonna worship? The Lord, Jesus Christ? Nope, not good enough for these Negroes. Melissa Cano, yes, I watched it today. Yeah, I watched it too, Melissa. CK, yes, she did a good job without playing the blame game or an excuse game. Keiki. O. Rich Cleaver quote about mind of black men toward women. Black woman is symbol of slavery and white woman is symbol of freedom. He pointed out, black men do it for the white man's attention. How about just rejecting all whiteness in general? That would get attention. But wanting to fight whiteness but come home and succumb to whiteness, that's a bit of a mixed message. Keki, can you do a video chat with your audience? Aoki, how white women can be symbol of freedom? Mm. I guess because they're white. Winnie rocks. Yep. Aoki, I just try to understand those men's logic. Keki, he said white women don't go through slavery like black women. Hmm. Aoki, of course, they were the ones who put them on. CK, wouldn't it work, Stephen? Look up the history of West African nations pre and during the MAAFA. Ingrained obsession with whiteness, the sickness comes from certain treacherous tribes slash nations. Aegis Eldridge Cleaver was a colorist. He married a very light-skinned woman, Kathy. Keiki, black men is reflection through black women. Scared to do the work. Aoki, the work is called loyalty. Keiki, black men want to feel like white men through white women. Well, they could feel like white men by obtaining some type of power or control or dominance of some sort. What else topics are there to talk about? Hmm. I don't think that's church music. I just think that is disco music, maybe. Aoki, education seems better in my eyes. At least you keep your dignity. But no, I'm not at a church, CK. Do, 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 do. CK, your beard, when did you decide to grow it? Do you have a baby face that you're hiding? Why are you asking so many questions, CK? Irrelevant to ask questions. Why are you asking so many questions? Keiki, black men see it is a long of work to be black men. I'm guessing they see it as a lot of work to be black men. It's kind of like a semi-whiteness. Just, I guess they're going the easiest path, which is just get a white woman if you want to feel like a white man. But yeah, black men are ushering in the new wave of biracial kids, though, man. Black men and white women. A lot of these biracial people out here, they have, like, when you ask them who their parents are, it's like, oh, my dad's black and my mom's white. You know? Um, time B. Time ZB. Hey, welcome back, Time. There's a big push to show biracial relationships in the media. Yeah, I'm guessing by biracial relationships you mean interracial relationships, but yeah, that's being pushed more so with black men and non-black women, you know, because honestly, I think that's the weakest link between the black man and the black woman. Just and honestly, the better of the link to go after too, you know. But yeah, a lot of these black men are ushering in, a new wave of biracial kids. And, it's just like, it's a little weird to me. But I don't know. A lot of those women, I guess they're ending up single moms, you know. But yeah, a lot of black male celebrities have like biracial kids. Aoki, they're doing it everywhere, in U.S., in Europe too. I'm from France. Okay, well, bonjour et bienvenue. Time in Hollywood, it's like a rite of passage for a black man to get a white or non-black partner. That's part of the contract that they sign. It's like you gotta help uphold the system in one way or another. All right, Keiki. History repeating itself into a second Moorish tragedy. Black women, what y'all gonna do about that? Because I know y'all want to play Super Mammy and Captain Pick Me. Let's see. Aoki. Merci. Très cher. Tu es très cher? Parfait. Oh, merci beaucoup. Keiki, keiki. Oh, très cher, my dear. Oh, I thought très cher was more like very expensive. Like, oh, ooh la la, c'est cher. Keiki, keiki. What do you think of an abortion law? I think they should have just left it as it was with Roe versus Wade. I don't really understand the abortion law. I think that these people who are making these abortion laws are pretty out of touch and don't seem to have much sense or common sense. At the time, the abortion law is to try and stave off Caucasian falling birth rates. But shouldn't that be more so to support abortion in that case? Like push abortion on communities of color? Wouldn't that make more sense? Aoki, it's another thing, but yes. Okay. Aoki, how do you speak French, Stephen? LOL. Your accent is cute though. Oh, merci beaucoup. J'ai apprendre, oui, j'ai apprendre et école et aussi pour Internet. Appris. Merci. Je suis désolé, pardon. Je ne parlais français très bien. Je ne sais pas. Je ne sais très bien français. Je parle un petit peu de français. Un petit peu. Je pense, j'ai besoin de pratiquer plus. CK, what did they expect? The abortion law is only extreme because a whole bunch of other people tried to bring in other abortion laws to allow 8-month abortions. It was sick. I didn't know about those abortion laws. Again, why can't we just say, hey, you have 3 months to have an abortion within the first trimester? I think that was what Roe versus Wade was. I don't know why we have to have these like either extremes, like, oh, you can have an abortion right up to the birth, or either, oh, you can't have an abortion once you're like 2.5 days pregnant. And it's like this weird extremes. Oh, merci. Si. Je voudrais parler français, français plus, mais j'ai besoin de temps de pratiquer. Et maintenant, Je n'ai le temps. All right. Cakey cakey. White women getting more biracial babies. Biracial babies seek more white spouses. Time. The abortion law also will serve to help funnel black women into the prison system. Hmm. Black women utilize abortions at 46%. Winnie rocks. That's why Planned Parenthood was. That's what Planned Parenthood was about, killing black babies. Let's see. Time. If they can criminalize it, they can start to lock up black women and take them off the board, like they did with black men. Sound like you guys are coming up with some conspiracies here. Look like we got a couple of conspiracy theorists in here. Okay. J'ai besoin de plus temps pour pratiquer. Cakey cakey. More black babies to stay in permanent underclass for prison system. Homeless and service jobs. White population to keep the system moving. Conspiracy theories. CK, the best way around it is protecting and increasing access to contraception, I think. Yeah, I don't know. People act like they don't know what that is with all these unplanned pregnancies happening. Time. Stephen, how many languages do you speak? Well, obviously I speak English, of course. Yo hablo español, más o menos. Yo podría hablar un poquito más bien, un poquito bien. Y aussi, je parle un petit peu de français. So I guess 3. But I'm more like maybe like, you know, 2, maybe like a little bit of 1. Time. Aoki, I'm not usually a conspiracy theorist, but I think all punitive laws have the potential to be weaponized against black people. The law is anti-black. We need to get rid of all laws. All laws are in nature anti-black. Cakey cakey. Overpopulation, black people, women do more harm on us. We breed more like cattle than pedigree. We need to maintain our reproductive system. Time. Keiki Keiki. What do you mean by overpopulation? Yeah, I could use a little clarification on that part too. Keiki Keiki. If Tyrese makes 3 black women pregnant in poverty without planning, these same pro-life would fuss about welfare, single mothers making 8 children. Yeah. So I don't know if they're going to help bring in some new programs to help single mothers out. I doubt it. It seems like they're trying to just socially engineer a situation. CK, that's rubbish. That's rubbish at Keiki Keiki. Are you European, CK? See, it used to be circa 60-30, I think, white to black population in the US. Now it's down to roughly 10%. People need to have more children. Just plan it better. I'm surprised they're just not trying to force people to become sterile. When black women go into the prison system, they can force them to have hysterectomies and or get their tubes tied. If we, black people, were in better shape financially, we would be able to sustain more population growth. Hmm. Perhaps. Time, which is why we need reparations. But that is another issue for another day. I don't see reparations being a possibility. Well, I don't see it happening. I'm not saying that it couldn't happen. I'm not saying that black people aren't owed reparations, but I don't think they're going to just willingly give it. Keiki, if Tyrese impregnate black women in poverty stricken with no plans, resources, etc., they are planning to cut it off. time. I agree. There will be, let's see, they will soon be gutting most social programs. And I really don't understand what's going on here. CK, they do it in Africa. Evangelicals from the US are on a mission over there. Keiki, we need sex education and birth control for both genders. You know, once upon a time, if a teenager was pregnant, that was just like, oh my God. Yeah. But now it's just like, oh, that's it. Keiki, reparations isn't going to happen. Biracials and white people going to lie being black. Time. At Keiki, I agree. We do need that. But can you really regulate human sexuality through these things? All right. So I hope you guys have been having a good week so far. CK, sex education isn't really the issue. What is needed is relationship education, awareness of predatory men and women, getting off on people's pain, and economics. Perhaps. Keiki, yes, black teen pregnancy is decreasing. Birth rate of black population decrease due to black women becoming more educated. Having children is expensive. How about once you've been through the prison system so many times, they take away your rights to have children by forcing you to become sterile in some way, like getting a hysterectomy, getting your tubes tied, getting a vasectomy, or something like that. Steve, let's see. Time. Oh no, Steven on some eugenics shit. Or ish. Don't understand the question. You know, like maybe once if you become a convicted felon, or perhaps if you are convicted of murder or child molestation, or some heinous, really serious crime, then they take away your rights to have children via like forced sterilization of some sort for both genders, male and female. But really, more males would probably be affected than females anyway. Time. Stephen, that would have a devastating effect on black people. Time. What if you're not guilty and are sterilized? Well, you can receive a settlement. Ioki, but how that law could pass? Let's see. Time. No settlement would be worth me losing my ability to procreate. Well, you're not interested in procreating at all, though, from what I remember, though, right, Time? I remember either you having a vasectomy already, or either, just not interested in having kids anyway. Time. No, I'm not, but I still want to be intact. Well, you'll still be intact. It's not like you will be missing a limb. You just won't be able to procreate. That's all. Keiki keiki. Black people need healing, education, and learning more of themselves than worrying about popping more black kids. Pro blacks did the same thing in the past. Black women were struggling hard. Ioki, I agree with you, Keiki. CKO and torture too. Let's see. Time. Keiki. Keiki. You mean those Nation of Islam brothers that wanted to make armies of black families? I think so. Pro black. are pro-whack. it's, it's your decision. CK. No, it needs to be only if there is undisputed evidence like a video or bodies, etc. Hmm. Yeah. As well, I think that if the person has like a life sentence, then it'll probably be pointless to give them sterilization since they're probably not going to be getting pregnant. Well, then again, they could get pregnant via like conjugal visits or something like that. So that could be a possibility to think about. Time. Forced sterilization would be a constitutional nightmare. Yeah. Well, this abortion bill should be a constitutional nightmare too. Time. If you wanted to create an quote unquote army, you have to be able to feed and house them. Let's see. Yeah, it's something to think about though. Cakey. Nothing wrong with keeping black population growing, but we need to maintain underneath pedigree. Then breeding like cattle with no plan. We use sex and breeding to ease our pain. Then looking deep down. Exactly. Cakey, you sound like a spiritualist. Do you have any kind of work like that? Cakey, LOL. I'm an atheist. I was raised underneath preachers, aka thieves, in my family. Thieves in the night. Yep. Time. Cakey. When I hear talk about pain and healing, I think of holistic or spiritual healing. Some people are into that field. Yeah, that's something to think about. Like the effects of trauma. Rhonda Smith 21. Hey Rhonda. I see you posting comments here and there on videos. But yep, you caught one of my live screen chats. Time, Cakey. No, I am a Christian. I was also raised in a religious household. Granddad was a preacher. Mom is a prophet. I didn't know your mom was a prophet. Time. If she was a prophet, how come she couldn't prophesize all the fuck shit that was coming up? No shade. Ioki, Stephen, you wow. Time. As Stephen Brown. My mom can only see things for people in the church. Cakey. You may be hearing poetic soul side of me. Side. Just followed by logic. First thing in my book is black women need a hug. And things look in an honest way. In an honest eyes of ourselves. Time. I love Stephen's live streams. Thanks, Time. Time. I left the church years ago. It's just right? Weak ass Christians. Time. I do, however, believe that people do need soul repair. Black women especially need some spiritual uplifting. I think black women are good. Aoki, obviously. Keiki, I don't trust the modernization church. It is a business. Churches are made to submit the poor. Look at 90% of black neighborhoods. Time. I still believe in God, just not the black church. Okay. Rhonda. Black churches are for entertainment nowadays. Yeah. Yeah, no. That's interesting. Entertainment. Melissa Kano. I agree, Kate. Aoki, but soul repair starts from within. Nobody will come save us. Yeah. Black folks gotta save themselves. 'Cause nobody wants to come to black people's rescues. They'll use you and fuck you, but they ain't gonna come and rescue you. We will be saved by our light-skinned brethren. Never heard of them, Time. They ain't doing shit. Time. Stephen is the future of the black race. It's all on his shoulders. No, don't do that to me, Time. Because if I had my way, a whole lot of things would be different. But I'm not going to take on that responsibility. I think that perhaps, I don't know. I don't think one person should have that responsibility. LOL. You gotta watch out for them light-skinned folk, though. Them light-skinned folks be colorist. You know. They be thinking they better because they lighter and shit. Crazy looking bug. Aoki. Do you ever feel that way? Since you're biracial. When the fuck did I ever say that I was biracial? Aoki. Please, please, please give me the video and timestamp where I said that I was biracial. Well, Time said once everybody is light skinned, there will be no more colorism. I, I mean, I guess so, but that's gonna take a whole lot of mixing. Well, we can also say when everybody dark skinned, there'll be no more colorism either, right? We can say that one too. Rhonda Smith 21. But I always get along with my light-skinned cousins. My grandmother Gertrude was not having division in her household. We were all the same until we went to the playground. Hmm. That's something. That's something. I guess for me it was more like school. I guess. Time. Stephen, you don't have to hide anymore. We know you are Arabic and black. Isn't that what you thought I was when you first saw one of my videos and then you were getting mad because you were saying that I shouldn't be speaking on this type of a topic because at the time you didn't know I was black. So you were like, hey, why are you speaking on black issues? And you're not black, you're Arabic. Aoki, I read it on your comment section. You got to give me the citation for that. I don't remember ever saying I was biracial. I've been pretty upfront and honest about how I became and turned my beige nigga origin story. All right. I've been pretty honest and upfront about that. And again, as I told people, if you fuck with it, that's what's up. If you don't, that's all right too. Just keep it moving. Melissa Connell, Steve is not biracial. He's just a light-skinned black man. Time, Stephen Brown. Yes, I am just bugging, of course. Keiki, they're always going to have another ism like ageism, racism, sexism, etc. CK, okay, I'm off. Thanks for the convo and perspective, everybody. Thanks for coming through. CKZCKW. Aoki. Melissa Connell. First time I saw him, I thought I was a regular black dude, I guess you thought. I don't know. But people on the comment section said he was mixed. I believe that ish. Again, wrong with me. Those people sometimes be trolling. Sometimes trolls come through and be like, oh, you're mixed, shut up, you can't speak on this type of stuff. Oh, wow, it's already that late? Wow. What? The first video I saw of Steven, he had on Takia. I don't even know what that is. I'm pretty sure that was probably just a wave cap. But that has happened in my day-to-day life too, where I wear like my wave cap and folks be thinking I'm like a Muslim or perhaps Jewish. time. That is a Muslim headpiece, but it could have been a do-rag. It probably, I'm pretty sure it was a do-rag. Because I don't even know what a takia is. Aoki, the first time I saw him, he had sunglasses in a dark room. Yeah, that was when the Illuminati had got me. But I broke away from the Illuminati now. Cakey cakey. Biracial got a different look, mindset, and vibe than black people do. Steven looked like a black dude from college or a blue collar man. Cakey, it is a do rag to keep those baby waves, lol. Yeah, do rags and wave caps do help, keep things maintained. C. Chanel. Hi. Hey, Chanel. I think this is my first time seeing you. So thanks. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for supporting. Aoki, you don't want to tell your age? Take a guess, Aoki. See, Chanel, I love the channel. Watch most of your vids. This is my first time catching you live. Oh, thank you for the support and for the positive feedback, Chanel. I appreciate that. Cakey cakey, it was fun talking. Steven, you really need write down topics and ideas. Well, you really need to get the fuck on, cakey cakey. Aoki, 28 years old. Okay, you saying Aoki, 28. Okay, I think you're near there. You're near. Oh. Hey, let me see. Anaya. Am I pronouncing it right? Anaya Harris. Hey Steve, I'm late, but I'm here. Okay. All right. I'm glad I got it right. But thanks for coming through and thanks for support.
People used to like pull over and ask us, can we help hang one? I'm like, heck yeah.
Time B at Cakey Cakey. Steven does do full topics on his other vids. The live streams are usually just chilling. It kind of does seem to fall into that. Sometimes I feel like when I do the pre-recorded videos, I feel like I am better able to speak on topics than if I were to do them live. Cakey Cakey, LMAO crying. Steven is a meanie. No. Time B at Cakey Cakey. Steven is actually a very thoughtful and expressive young man. Thanks, Time. Cakey, thanks. Miss Carls NW. Hey Steve, first time catching live also. I think you are 33 years old. Chanel, somebody trying to e-flirt. That's what they calling it now. Cakey, wait, no. Time. I love the lives because they are usually very funny, and the black women that come here are very cool, actually. Are you referencing black women who are very anti-black men, who be in some other women's chat rooms, or some other YouTubers' chat rooms, really? Cakey. Steven is 35 but look 25 due to his baby waves. Y'all are crazy. Time at Stephen Brown. No, I mean the black women that come here tend to be younger and more with the times. In relation to the black women who are older and not with the times, I'm guessing. Where they be at? what live streams they be at? Chanel, I agree. I'm 24 years young. Time B at Stephen Brown. A lot of the black women on other channels tend to be older and more bitter. Maybe that's partially why they're a little bitter. Chanel, we are waking up to speaking up about colorism and its social effects. Cakey. People in this chat is really cool and logical. Time. Stephen Brown on Chrissy's page. I don't even dare say a word. That's right. Know your place, nigga. You ain't got no opinion in this, in Chrissy's spot. Yes, where's all these bugs coming from? Chanel, they're pretty tough on Chrissy's channel. Yeah, time. Yes, they are brutal sometimes. KKK. I like small chats in YouTube. Yeah, I do like the intimacy of it. Definitely. You know, I think sometimes I say once sometimes you can reach a point when you have too many subscribers, in my personal opinion. And not to say that it's a bad thing, but sometimes when you have too many subscribers, then I feel like like your channel and your platform jumps the shark. Time, but I still love Chrissy's voice in her channel, and she introduced me to Steven in Paris, Milan. Aoki, same. Keiki, bitterness come in different age, race, and gender. Chanel, I don't know. I can completely handle her chat though. They never really bother me, but I think it's the bluntness. Time. Keiki Keiki, very true. Chanel, the trolls can hide easier on her channel. Yeah. I don't really get many trolls on my live streams. I guess, there's no point in them trolling my live stream. Maybe like a couple times I've had trolls on live streams. Time. Chanel, you would probably like the grapevine, actually. Yeah, I watch the grapevine a lot. I don't really watch the grapevine a lot. I watched it a couple of times. Chanel signing off. Keep up the good work, Steve. All right, thanks for coming through. Chanel. See you soon. Aoki, I watched the grapevine a few times. Didn't like it. What made you not like it? Time. I mostly watch for the eye candy. Time. Aoki, but they are very intelligent there. Aoki says, I don't know. They don't really give me true substance. Hmm. That's something that I kind of agree with you on a little bit there. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm not sure if you're getting like the real. And plus, like, the channel has become so popular, and that's what I was getting at before. Like, once you become a certain level of popular, then it's like you jump the shark and things become watered down and not as good as they used to be back when you were up and coming or back when you weren't so popular. And they had kicked off that colorist dude, Carl, from the Grapevine, too. Y'all remember that? When them tweets resurfaced of him talking shit about dark-skinned women. Cakey, Grapevine, Essence, and another mainstream videos. Is it my cup of tea? Time. At Stephen Brown. Totally agree about getting too big and changing into something unrecognizable. Carl is back on the show, actually. How did that happen? Aoki, I tried Madame Noir too, but didn't like it either. I might be a strange black woman. LOL. Well, you do live in France, Aoki. Time. When at Steven gets that YouTube check mark, he will become the daily Steven and start advocating swirling. Oh, y'all see them flashing lights? Right there. Cakey. Grapevine is like a black version of BuzzFeed. Time at Cakey. Are you saying Grapevine trivializes things? Cakey. Madame Noir. I don't know what's up now. Like something just got in the air. It's making me cough now. I don't know what's up with this. Madame Noir starting to die off due to, due hope of black love is broken. Okay. Now, time. Madame Noir is all bitter black women who got STDs from black dudes. Yeah, you know how them people with STDs be getting down. It's like once they get an STD, they make sure to spread it around to any and everybody they sleeping with. Aoki. Let's see. Well, time. They are all very angry at black men. Grrr. Aoki. Time B. Why do you feel the need to be that rude? Ha ha. Oh. The time. I can get away with it here. Really. Miss Carl's. I don't watch the Grapevine anymore. Some of content was too much at times, i.e., needs and desperation when speaking about black men and black women. Can you elaborate, Miss Carl's? You thought you maybe are you saying that there were a lot of pick-me's and mammies on the Grapevine and they were annoying you, or were you thinking that there were a lot of black men who was on some fuck shit and that was annoying you? Cakey. That noir makes me uncomfortable. It both hate and love tug of war in their channel. Cakey. Grapevine else got African woman with white boyfriend with a strange hatred towards black women. Really? Time. Cakey. That was actually a very interesting controversy. Time. Can you be pro black and date and marry white? That was a great discussion. The lone wolf man. I'm super late. LOL. Miss Carls, right. A few times when they was debating about race and relationships, some of the females I felt came across like no black man wants them because of what they look like. It was not positive, especially for the younger generation. Mm. Time. Miss Carls, I get what you're saying. It painted them as quote unquote, woe is me. Yeah. And I can understand not wanting to have that look associated with you. Time, Miss Carls. Is it much different in the UK for black women? I think it's, well, the black women in the UK tend to interracially date a lot more, so um, I think they might be able to like at least like you know manage a bit more than black women here. Miss Carls, but over here in the UK, younger generation are promoting race and hate too. That's crazy. Yikes. Time when the younger people are doing it, that is what scares me. Aoki, in France, we have the same problem too. Time, I want to think things will get, let's see, things will always be better. Let's see. I want to think things will always be getting better with each generation. Hmm. Sometimes I think we're just in a pro-black fad right now. Maybe it's not a fad, but I'm going to say for now that it is a fad. A lot of people are being pro-black because it's on trend. It's trendy. It's the thing to do right now. Cakey cakey. There was a commercial in the UK that white people called beautiful black families celebrating Christmas as racist. Black people in Europe are programmed to like any like the family wasn't interracial. But that's what it is though. It's like, hey, you know, we let you into this country, into the UK. You gotta let a cave beast get on. All right, you gotta get on a cave beast. One of the two. Melissa Connell. I believe that the black women in the UK exercise their dating options more than the black women in the United States. Yeah, I think so. If they didn't, they would be in trouble. They they would definitely be in trouble. It seems like whenever black people, especially black men, are introduced to another non-black population, that's when interracial dating seems to happen a lot. Time. Well, I gotta bounce. Thanks for the chat, Steve. Keep up the good work, young man. Well, thanks for coming through, Time. And look forward to seeing you posting in the comment section of the videos soon. Let's see what time am I? Keiki. Modern black women in the United States are programmed, breed within ourselves to keep black population alive for prison system, money, etc. Programmed to be breeders. Breeders and laborers. Miss Carls. I tried it as other races are attracted to me. However, we went out for a drink and it was not a nice experience. We left. It's easier for black men. Yeah, it's tough out here for black women. Black women, statistically speaking, will probably die alone. A lot of them are probably die alone. They might be able to get a kid at least, though. A couple of kids. Aoki, at Miss Carl's, black men are promoted. Cakey, cakey. Black people view wealth as white. Remember stupid thing about if you talk proper, if you talk proper is talking white. Miss Carls, they are at Aoki. For what reason, though? Because, the black men, they're willing to go along with the agenda, you know? They're willing to uphold the system. Let's see. Aoki. In France, in my opinion, is to kill racial tension and any ethnics and cultural characteristics. Blend everybody. Blend them all. And how we gonna know who once you blend them? Miss Carls. However, in the UK, African men tend to date black women more than Caribbean men. All right, well, I better get going. So thanks a lot for coming through and chatting with me. And look forward to chatting with you guys and live streaming with you guys pretty soon. It looks like we got one more comment coming through. Cakey cakey. United States made white women and black men as a match made in heaven for commercial propaganda as racial harmony due to historic wounds. White men get black women due to propaganda and historical reasons.